Hey guys, welcome back to Journey Principles Q&A. Today's first question is actually a pretty powerful and pretty interesting one. And that is, how do I actually get my boss's attention so I can actually garner the promotion that I've always wanted? Well, I can tell you as an entrepreneur, as someone who employs hundreds of people, that one of the greatest things that I'm personally looking for is consistency. First thing, because it's really easy for people to start with your company and then for 30 days knock it out of the park and then 60 days knock it out of the park. When you start getting the 90 to 120 day mark, it's very difficult to have that same level of consistency and energy and passion. So what we look for, what I'm looking for, my leaders are looking for, is I'm looking for ways in which to make sure that those people have continued passion and progress. The next thing I'm looking for after consistency specifically is I'm looking for competency. I want to make sure that that person has basically mastered the role they're in, all right? So they've mastered the role they're in so I can trust them with more. It's that whole simple principle. Those that will be mastered with the little, those that are masterful with the little will be made masters over much, right? It's the same principle. I want to know that their consistency and their competency are allowing me to have a greater level of trust with them specifically. The next thing is take initiative. I like team members who like to ask me, hey, I'm done with my work, I'm done with this project, what else can I do to help the company, right? Those are the people that get on my radar the quickest, right? Because they've shown me character, they've shown me consistency, they've shown me competency, they've shown me integrity, and now they're showing me initiative. That's telling me as a business owner that they actually have the business's best interest at heart, and as a result, I want to continue to bless them with more and more responsibility as time progresses. And the reason I do that is because great team members build great businesses. So I think if you'll do those things, and then kind of make sure that you're visible because you're doing those things well, then your promotion is just around the corner. All right, our next question comes from Raleigh, North Carolina. And that question is this: how do I know if my work is meaningful? A lot of people actually have that question in their hearts. A lot of people struggle with that question specifically. And the reason being is because a lot of us, unfortunately, will spend a lot of time doing work we're not super crazy about or something that doesn't feel natural to us or authentic to us. I would say, first of all, make sure you are being as faithful as you possibly can in the role you're in. Make sure you're doing your best to pursue excellence in that. Now, the next thing I would do is I would look and see what the overall ramifications are. Or not overall ramifications, the overall impact is. And what I mean by that is a lot of people, even with my construction company, for example, I've got several team members who may think some of their positions, because they're administrative, are not as important as some of the work that happens in the field or in front of the customers that are more customer facing, if you will. Well, the reality is the entire business is basically built on working together as a team, and every single role is important. All right, but one of the things I do with my team is I try to help them understand that primarily the biggest thing that we need to focus on is making sure we understand the bigger mission. And the bigger mission in our aspect is making sure that we have safety, security, and provide a safe place to live. So if my team happens to make mistakes in the construction business, it can actually cost somebody safety and security within their home with things like leaks and mold and all kinds of stuff like that. Now, it's the same exact thing when I look at the Journey Principles Institute, right? I want to make sure that my team understands that we are out and desiring to help and serve and save people, so to speak, from their own bad behavior, for lack of a better word. Now, if you'll do those things and just look at the bigger picture, take your role back, right? Take it all the way back to the end user, all the way back to the end user customer, right? And think about that position from their respect, okay? Every single position is important to every organization. There are no duds. Now, there may be some bad leadership along the way, and that's when you just got to grow as a person and keep pushing forward. Now, if you've done all of that and yet you still feel like you're unfulfilled and life has no meaning, but your occupation has no meaning, the next step you need to do is you need to start looking at what it is that you are really built for, right? What type of role, what type of position is going to allow you to be the most authentic version of yourself, and then safely and securely work on trying to find that role and transitioning quietly from one role to the next. And hopefully that'll help you get to a meaningful position where you know that what you do matters and you can basically go to bed and sleep well at night. See you guys. All right, the next question is what should I do if I want to change careers late in life? All right, so this happens actually quite a bit. Most people come out of high school and even go into their college days, and the vast majority of the people that do that, unfortunately, don't even end up working in their area of study in which they even got their degrees in. Now, that's a whole other topic and discussion, but what that breeds is almost like a workplace identity crisis, okay? What I'd like to say is this. I think in order to discover your passion and discover what meaningful work is for you and making sure that the career matches your pursuits of authenticity is that you need to take the time to understand who you really are. In order to understand what you must be doing or what the best way to do it is you need to understand what you do best and apply your information and your talents there, okay? Now, after that, once you've identified that, and you can actually identify basically another role or something like that, and you really want to take that jump, then what you need to do is you need to plan to execute it, right? You don't need to walk in and just quit. You don't want to do that. You don't want to walk in and just walk out the door, hey, I hate this place, this is not what I meant to do, and stuff like that. Because you never know what bridge you're going to need for your future. So what I recommend you do is obviously do the self-assessment stuff, begin looking for alternative employment in maybe a profession that maybe you think is more meaningful. But in the meantime, don't drop the ball. In the meantime, make sure you take the time to do the best you can at the role you're in. Why? You may need that reference. You may need that person to say, hey, look, they left well, they did a great job for me. That's the way to leave that's the way to transition from one role to a next, no matter what that stage of game, no matter how late in the game that stage is. Why is that important? Very simple. You never know what bridge you're going to need. And you need to prepare for that, right? You need to make sure that you have alternatives. You also don't want to put yourself in a financial tailspin because you're not paying attention. So although you may be itching to walk out the door, you may be itching to find something new, make sure you do that with a strategy that allows you to be sent off with honor and grace and gratitude. And I hope that helps. All right, our next question is how do I stop giving up on ideas when I feel like I have no support? Let me tell you something really interesting. One of the things I can definitely share with you is if you're going to do something that matters, there's a high likelihood you're not going to have the empowerment of those around you. The reason is because the greatest thing that you're going to have to work through is feeling like you've been underestimated. All because you feel like you're underestimated doesn't mean you shouldn't try. It doesn't mean you shouldn't go after it. When I was sleeping in a car back in the day, what good it will have done to just remind myself of where I was at rather than trying to get a picture of where I was going. Steve Myrick always taught me, stay humble, but always remember where you came from. But also stay focused on where it is you're going. That way you can actually get there. Don't let other people and other situations dissuade you from something that you feel like is just a burning desire in your heart, right? I started the Journey Principles Institute because it's a burning desire in my heart. I want to help 1 million lives. I want to transform 1 million lives. I want to teach them everything that I came by way of hard knocks, so to speak, so other people don't have to get through that. So, if you understand that one principle, then you understand there's a whole lot more riding on whether or not you should move forward rather than the discouragement of maybe some things standing in your way. If you're going to win and you're going to win big and you're going to change things, you're going to have to sacrifice and you're going to have to become self-motivated. You're going to have to believe in yourself when no one else does. And it's okay. It's okay. I've been there. I'm still there now. I've got people now that don't believe that maybe we should be doing what we're doing. I'm still not going to stop. Why? Because I need to help you. I need to help you win. And if I stop now, then we'll never get to our mission of transforming 1 million lives. So don't give up. Stay focused, stay adherent, stay consistent, and keep moving forward.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's Life Mastery Q&A video. We're doing a new Q&A video every single Monday. And if you have questions you'd like answered, simply leave a comment with your question below this video or email us at questions@journeyprinciples.com. And if we use your question, we'll send you a free gift just to say thank you.